Hello, 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 everyone. How are you all? Hopefully, you're all doing well. So, what I thought was just an issue with my headset, turns out it's not. It's the actual jack on the laptop. Which means I'm going to have to reach out to tech support and get that taken care of. But, we're going to be working on our Persona 5 playthrough.
I'm gonna head back then.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's going to win. Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him, like he can fix whatever problems we have. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. To me, who does it? I just want to see our society back on track. We'll show you. Heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? You're alive. The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. But as long as you're safe. Don't worry about school, just take care of yourself. How could we just let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together. Quiet down, you're in class. Breaks has been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in the zoo. Oh, yeah. I received word from Fox's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Geez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck! Some crazy stuff is going on with the Phantom Thieves. Are you okay? I'm fine. Really, that's good. It's chaos over here because of the Phantom Thieves. You're so alive, so you must be scheming something, right? I gotta prepare myself for one more mountain. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm busy, so I'll talk to you again later. Don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it, too. It's not like any customers are going to be showing up.
Okay.
I was trying to think of the keyword once the Chief's curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It's hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering if he's been behind all of those mental shutdowns. Doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say that Shido caused that accident? But it's a subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shida, how many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. We're going to go. I'd like Illusion-kun to join, but, well, that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? And we'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Illusion join us then. Remember, though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet building and force that bastard's palace open. Set to the Diet building, make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
What is it?
You going out? That's the plan. You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Sheesh, the stunts you pull sometimes. Just didn't stay out too late.
Because she isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We all...
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as prime minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows?
I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out. I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance, his dedication for country, is how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is that about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
Dedication for country. Dedication to country.
Criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
Origins public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Well, that's because they don't have all the information.
Easily.
I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently he also won a contest where who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Shido's reputation is truly astronomical. It's preposterous. This isn't the popularity level of a normal politician anymore. What's so great about him? I seriously don't get it. He's a strong leader who protects his citizens. Well, supposedly. Is everyone blind? Well, yeah. We'll just need to shed light on who he really is. By the way, is it okay if my sister joins us tomorrow? She's hoping she can be of help as well. Fine by me. Okay, I'll tell her that. Okay, we'll figure out the keywords tomorrow for sure. I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. Well, let me know the keyword. God, we are hated. Well, yeah. My fortune reading said that you're okay, but I'm still worried about you, so please let me know. I'm relieved to hear that. You appear to have avoided your destiny of death. However, I can't see anything past that. Please be extra careful. If you're unsure about anything, I'll be waiting at the usual spot. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. What do you need? Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody's figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
How many do we miss? Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up. Right?
That's not something to be excited about. Move all the way up to Diet Building too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Gorilla catchy. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan?
lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
Phantom thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
Should be, but they've
They're
manipulated the
manipulating
situation.
information using the media.
Yep.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords? Well, there was the time with Futaba. We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures. Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido? That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either. Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
So everyone gather before Yogi Giant Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
I apologize for the commotion. I am a Sayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky. We can go check him out without an appointment now.
Well, you guys can.
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. By the way, did something happen? Didn't seem well a moment ago.
Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hopes. So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future together. I hope to
Hey, Goosey. I'm doing good. Hey! Woohoo!
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future.
And it's good that you're good. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
What a piece of shit. That's the way you think after seeing him in person.
You're playing Fallout 3 while you talk to me? I've never played Fallout 3. I've played a little bit of Fallout 4, never finished it. It's in my stuff to play at some point. Along with Skyrim and a couple other... several other games.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
At least I liked Fallout 4 better than I do any Elder Scrolls game. Fallout 4 seemed to have a more solid story to it.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connection.
Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
You're so lost in number 3.
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass. What he's saying and doing are completely different.
But now that we've found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country.
Bad word. Go wash your...
Really is on his mind.
Who said a bad word? Well,
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world.
well, to be fair, I say lots of
Stepping stools for his
bad
success.
words.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
And I'm not about to go wash my mouth out with soap.
The diet building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics. Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing
You
over
are my
it won't
favorite
go
bad
anywhere.
word? Yes.
We have to do this.
That's an odd sentence, but okay. The guy behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist.
Well then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those clothes. You'd stand out if everyone else is wearing their school uniforms. An odd sentence for an old goosey. Nothing wrong with that. It's just hard to understand the meaning. Might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. I should wear my school uniform when I head out tomorrow. Woohoo! I've actually been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me? Don't you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you. He's a real hero. I think Masayoshi Shido is even more amazing, though. He's the first politician I've ever believed in. Oh, I know. Shido-san, too. Sounds like he really wants to improve the country. Can't they see they're being lied to? We have to do something. Shooby Dooby? I don't have a clue what that is, but okay. It's not true that the Phantom Thieves leader died, right? Respond to me if you're okay. Everything's fine. Thank goodness. I was really worried. I thought I'd never see you again. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. Well, I mean, technically, my character was murdered in jail and is supposed to be dead. There's a couple laws that have been broken there. Faking your own death. And Phantom Thieves have been on the news recently, so I was wondering, how are you doing? Are you going to give up without accomplishing your goal? Nah, I'm fine. So you're okay, that's a relief. I'm expecting great things from the Phantom Thieves. If you need anything, I'm happy to help. Feels pretty weird seeing you around on a weekday. You're taking off tonight, right? Sheesh, you're such a risk taker. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, okay? Well, yes, because it would require... Because basically then documents would be forged, basically stating that you died. Disappearing and being presumed dead is one thing. Actually faking your death is a whole nother thing.
So we can't stay here for long. And we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Shut up.
It's a form of fraud.
It's a 2-ounce.
I'm not chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys. He wants to become prime minister, even if it means trampling on others. Fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow.
You are Illusion Fox Goose Gaming now.
Steer?
It was a match? What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like. Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up. Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. Alright. Do it.
Well, if my wish were to ever be granted, it wouldn't just be me. It would be the entire team of people that would be on this channel, and it would run 24/7. And I am Fox's Worlds, yes. The security guard seems to be gone, but this seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace. But this time the Diet Building remains unchanged. Ah, the gate wasn't open earlier, though. Wait, look. Mono's appearance is different. That means we're definitely in a palace.
Hey,
Let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, totally normal.
I'll check it out.
What the heck?
what's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
That's some cruise liner.
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this commission is about, huh?
That is some cruise liner.
Bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this. We gotta sink Shido instead of
It's a goose liner.
The palace was not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure. Alright.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
Our clothes aren't changing because he doesn't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, doesn't Illusion's been disguise himself on the way here? Seeing someone disguised with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird.
You got it.
Well, we won't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's do this.
Focus. Indeed.
Masayoshi Shido's palace. I wonder what awaits us within. Let's go find out. It's time we begin our infiltration. It's quite enough.
Looks like
You're right.
Given the same nature of this distortion, I'm surprised they even appear as people.
Listen up.
Very likely we'll end up in battles from here forward. Be on your guard, everyone.
I can feel it.
Huh? What? Oh, right, Queen!
What do I got? What do I got? Oh, so that heals him. That wasn't good. Yeah, they didn't really stand much of a chance. Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained. Indeed, those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team. What is with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed? Seems they think no harm will come to them because they're on here on Shido's ship. They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make them see what this ship really is.
Excellent. It's a treasure chest.
Show me a true form.
Now's our chance. We don't have any skills that'll hit its weak spots. This enemy's moving close.
Fire.
Persona, stay focused.
Persona! Go down!
Oh, wait.
You have something to hit their weakness? Well, guess
Oh,
not.
no, they're strong against fire. They're weak against... They resist everything. They don't resist everything else. They just don't give a shit about anything else.
Do it again, Smart. Last one. Get him. Persona. This enemy's moving close. It should be Persona. Stay focused. Take this. Easy. Still fighting.
Calm down. Rabbit now!
No time to waste.
Yep, away you go.
Good work, everyone.
Okay. We squeezed up. Let's keep going. See it.
Hey, that's a treasure chest. It's fun time. We can get it. I leave the timing to you.
Show me your true form.
You've got the advantage.
Fire will work.
Persona!
Let's go. Rabbit now!
Ooh, Joker! Looking cool!
I think I already have you.
They're done for! Clear, clear. Let's go. Just like I thought.
Okay.
They didn't stand a chance. Bored now.
Bored now? Ah, we can't have you being bored. It's just not acceptable, Futaba. Not at all.
Somewhere.
It's interesting just seeing that palm tree waving around in the background.
We are the better fighters. Use fire attacks to hit his weak point. Persona! Prepare yourself!
Persona! You're mine.
Yes! Victory! Just like I thought. A new skill. Now I can fight Porter.
Yeah, we'll take up that skill.
Okay.
I felt the difference in strength in that fight. Locked on. Awaiting your command.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance. Use my persona. Out of our way. Finish it for me.
Go down.
Joker, looking cool. All out attack.
Persona!
The enemy is electrified. Melee may work, but you might get shot. Nice, Joker. Just as a last step.
Persona! You're mine.
It's like, just how dare he
Feeling.
reflect my attack?
Like I thought.
Just wasn't fair.
All right.
We're done here.
I can
Let's
feel
go.
it. I can feel it. See it.
Oh shit.
I'll reveal your true form.
More of the advantage. Use my persona. Take that. Finish it for me.
Persona! There!
Joker, looking cool. All out attack.
Persona! Get wrecked!
Skill's got no time to waste. Good work, everyone.
Yep.
Okay.
That was an easy battle.
Somewhere.
It's that way. Let's go.
Hey,
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
there's slots to stick in something like a key card. Oh, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor. 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Past? What's going on? Is that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote, one in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these key cards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
Oh, I was gonna do
Think
that.
about this rationally. It's so we can proceed forward.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on the ship?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That's sad. The ruler here is that evil Shido. It would surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us? We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
We must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else, just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
Focus. Indeed.
Ah,
Yeah, we'll leave it alone for it now.
palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. Alright. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Gotcha.
So I get a letter of introduction from the 5 VIPs. And those letters become the key cards.
You're right.
Exactly, now let's go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel,
It seems...
one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of Oi. Suppose he's seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window. Heard about a prominent VIP who used to be nobility. Sounds like he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Sees the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly. Starting to forget people already.
Hey, listen!
Of course, I eavesdropped. Is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up!
Seems like some other guy they call the cleaner is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Cleaner, I wonder what they mean by that.
You got it.
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles apart.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker? Really? Wow!
We're up against 5 people.
It really isn't, but
The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner.
who was about the cleaner is a catchy.
We get certification from them and obtain key cards that will serve as letters of introduction. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive. You go, genius.
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. Alright, let's get this done quickly. Hey! Well,
So now we're going to head back.
Yo,
Oh, you're back. So this is it, huh? Do what you need to. I'll try to help any way I can. Just don't be reckless, got it? That palace is an accurate portrayal of Shido's nature. What do you mean? I have to agree. I'm sure he's quite used to traveling, especially on extravagant ships. And it should be obvious he's not using his own money for it. There are all sorts of rumors online. Oh, I get it. He's using tax money. Not cool, Shido. I think he believes that that which belongs to others in turn belongs to him. Even people's lives. That is correct. This country will be a miserable place if Shido becomes prime minister. We have to stop him. Right? We gotta pay him back for what he did to Illusion 2.
Hey,
Oh, but I want Kawakami.
hey.
Okay, we'll get some sleep. Endgame. I generally don't like to sleep in real life, but I do need, even though I am tired and I need a drink. It's me. Sorry, I know you're tired. It'll be a sec. Just hear me out. I decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace. We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his. I really get it now. If we let him run the country, the weak will be totally effed. Isn't it our duty to protect them? Yes. Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring? Forget what I said. Those heroes are way cooler. Once we change Shido's heart... No, never mind. Forget it. Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to me.
Hey,
It's almost time. Were you able to sleep last night? Slept pretty well. Haha, I'm impressed. Whatever happens, you always manage to just shake it off. You're finally facing off against your archenemy. I know you know this, but don't get impatient. But geez, it's been getting cold lately. We might freeze to death before we can change his heart. Let's look to see if we can find anything to help us get warm. A heater, huh? Oh, this is good. It's so warm. Once we take care of Shido... What's wrong? Well... I was just thinking this might be the last job for the Phantom Thieves. Everyone's goals and ambitions, they're all linked to taking down Shido. That's how I feel. We all became Phantom Thieves for our own reasons. We weren't just playing around. Outside the Phantom Thieves, you also have friends who've been helping you. They believe in you. We have an important battle ahead of us, and we only made it all this way because of them. There's no guarantee we'll make it out of this. See them as much as you can so you have no regrets. I'm with you all the way to the end. This upcoming battle is personal, so we'll do it your way. Now, you can fight Shido on your terms. Hasn't Fox been taking a lot of days off? I wonder if it's got something to do with his record. I believe I mentioned this before, but Fox Moon's back at his family's home. It's a private matter, so don't go spreading rumors. How long can we keep this up? We need to take care of things before we get caught. So jelly you don't gotta come to school. It's not that great. Oh shit. A dead man cannot go to school, you know. It'd be all for nothing if they found out he's still alive. Yes, we need to be careful to make sure we're not being watched as well. Want me to get special servants for this situation? You really think like such a rich girl. We'll have to be particularly careful when we gather at the hideout. Everyone will need to make sure that they're not being followed. I'll watch out. That wasn't directed at you. This is the final showdown, so let's watch our steps. That's so unlike you, Ryuji. Shut up! Anyway, let's get this shit started. We'll be waiting for you to contact us.
Okay.
So you'll still know too much during the day, so we need to go out at night. We're about to face our toughest target to date. Don't skimp on your preparations. Hey, sorry to bring this up now. I know you have your hands full. But I have faith in all of you. Anyway, here's the info I have. This one is cruel. There's a group of scammers out there specifically targeting old people. Apparently they're using some sort of spiritual mumbo-jumbo to trick them into paying up. How horrible. It really is. Anyway, they keep moving around, so it's been difficult to reliably track them. Apparently the police have already just stopped trying entirely. From what I've read online, their representative is a guy named Yoshihito Wakasa. Sorry, I don't have any more info than that. Good luck. Might be tough for us to go at a time like this, but the info itself is pretty worthwhile. If we have the chance to head into Mementos, he'd make a great target. What do we got? Persona. So do I have an Empress? I have an Empress. Do I have a Hermit? I have a Hermit. Do I have a Hanged Man? I do not have a Hanged Man, but I do have a star, so I need a Hanged Man.
Hey, inmate.
How goes the
You'd like to read the you want to register it? Are you sure? You'd like to register this? Are you sure? Are you sure? These are the paths you have walked. Is this what you want? This persona? This persona fee is required. This is your power. Done already?
Yes, I'm heading back.
Done, inmate.
Turn to your fleeting time of rest.
day. Huh?
It's a secret.
Thank you.
So I bought a mini roaster and a coffee mill the other day. I thought it'd be fun making coffee myself. Certainly not easy, but it's an immensely satisfying process. Sorry about that. I just got a little dizzy for a second there. I'm fine, honestly. Let's see. Next up is dirt for the planters. I'm sorry. I think I just need a little rest a little. To be honest, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Takakuro-san has really been pushing for us to start a new business venture soon. In particular, he's adamant about a chain of low-cost, intimate cafes. Some of my employees don't think it's a good idea, though, so they want me to step in and put a stop to it. But I'm just a high schooler. There's no way I could predict the success or failure of this idea. In the end, I'm just not sure what to do. Sounds really tough. It does. It is. People simply don't stop offering their opinions to me. Never imagined how difficult life could be in a position of power. This must have been why my father was so busy all the time. The idea does sound nice. The smell of a fresh cup of coffee always brings a smile to my face. And it certainly would be nice to be able to give that experience to as many people as possible. But I don't think you can truly gain the same joy from the low-cost chain Takakura-san is suggesting. You should tell him that.
Excuse me?
Huh? You really think he'd listen to a high schooler with no prior work experience? I see. I've been so afraid of him this whole time, but all I need to do is show him how I feel. I'll make him see what I'm really thinking and what's truly important to me. You can do it, Haru. You can do it. I understand. By refusing to trust Takakura-san, I was also shutting myself off from any hope of having him trust me. But that's going to be different now. I'll do my best. Decreases the total amount of time it takes to cultivate vegetables.
All right.
Oh, and I just thought of the perfect way to do it. A magic item that will help me convey my true feelings to Kakura-san. It's going to take some time to prepare, though, so it'll have to be my secret for now. But I'll tell you next time, okay?
Now, shall we return home?
Now shall we return home? Okay.
You're back.
Every news station's been running a story after story about Shido and the elections. Catchy, too. I can't believe they're calling him the detective of the century. Plus, they're treating the Phantom Thieves like criminals. That side of things has faded a little bit, though, don't you think? Yes, all the talk of the elections must have made people forget about the suicide news. The main culprit is dead, and things are settled, and society can go on like normal. That's probably what people are thinking. I have mixed feelings about all of this. I'm not saying they should talk about us more, but the sudden change in momentum is weird. All we gotta do is hurry up and steal Shido's heart. That'll take care of everything, right? Don't get too hasty. Yes, there is no knowing what may happen. Be sure to prepare as well. Well then, we can discuss this more tomorrow. Let's do our best. So now we're supposed to read a book.
What can I get you?
Alright, I'm heading home. Leave the noise of the city behind and find refuge in the calming wind and starry skies.
Wow.
Ikebukuro is mostly known for its skyscrapers. I never realized they had a planetarium there. I guess they keep it exciting by doing things like hiring famous actors as tour guides. In any case, it's not the kind of place you'd visit alone. I recommend taking someone.
Cool.
So you finished reading Museum of Stars. Planetarium in Ikebukuro is probably the closest one to here, so that's pretty convenient. Well, I got a trophy in my backyard.
Alright.
You know, have information on a new hangout spot. You'll also invite people who may like it there to hang out with you. It'd be fun to go with someone, just don't fall asleep while they project the constellations, okay? Well, I guess we should go to sleep. Staying up too late isn't healthy, you know. Have you been keeping up with the election? I wonder if Shido-san's going to take it all. We might be hearing news about the birth of the Shido administration by the end of the year. I wish Akechi-kun would run for office. He'd get more votes than all those incompetent politicians. I don't usually care about elections, but it's exciting when people are so into it. Everyone's in danger. We need to make him have a change of heart soon. Hey, shouldn't you tell the others about what Mishima told you?
Hey,
Be careful up there. Then again, I'm sure no one's going to be looking for someone who's supposed to be dead. Well...
Welcome back. What?
Wait, wouldn't it be bad if someone spotted you? We're in the middle of our whole infiltration plan, you know. It'll be fine. Really? Well, I guess I can't complain too much since you're going to be hanging with me. If you have some time, I would think I want to talk. Nobody thinks you're alive at this point, so it should be okay as long as you're careful. So, you're going to hang out with Futaba? Hang out with her, yes.
All right. Hey, listen.
Kong-chan and I have been sending tons of emails back and forth lately. As for me, I'm going to go back. I think I've gained like 50 levels in the past few months. It's all because of you. And I mean, sure, I hate elementary school, but I met Kana-chan there, so maybe it wasn't all bad. Same goes for high school. Even if I hate it, I know something positive will come from it. But I still have to do the last item on my promise list. Being okay without you around. Honestly, I've been feeling kind of weird lately. My heart's been beating real fast when we're together. Then even when we're apart, I can't stop thinking about you. Are you okay, Futaba? Not at all. I'm more like no-K. But then again, I feel good too. By the way, can I ask you a big favor? It's a pretty big one. Can we skip that last promise? First, if you want.
Thanks.
I just can't be okay without you around. Life doesn't feel the same when you're not with me. I mean, or not that, but I don't know. You're always so nice to me, kind of like Sojiro is. That makes sense for him, though. I mean, he's basically my dad. But you don't have a reason like that, so why are you so nice? I just thought of a possibility, and the only one who you treat like this. Because we're teammates. Teammates. Right. Of course, teams would want to be nice to each other. It's so obvious. It's gonna be why my heart's always pounding so much. It knows how much I care about my teammates and you, my key item. From now on, I'm going to devote every fiber of my being into supporting you guys. Emergency shift. Chance to swap current party with backups when 2 or more are KO'd.
All right.
It's going to be great. Oh, teammate, my teammate. Is that supposed to be like, oh, captain, my captain? Wait a second, that's not what teammates are supposed to do. Well, it depends upon what's going on in like a D&D game, because it may be something that's needed.
You're back.
Do you have time today? I'd like to see you beforehand. Decide later.
Oh, it's freezing.
I want to take Karu somewhere he can have some fun on my day off, but he's always so serious. There's a good place so we can go to take his mind off his studies. Whatever, I'll leave the shop work to you. Hey, Ellie! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How are all you guys? No one thinks you're alive at this point, so it should be okay as long as you're careful. Hang out with them. Yep, let's go to the planetarium. Let's see, you were playing that Final Fantasy Pokemon mashup game. I see, that's not bad. If you know where it is, take me there so I can check it out. Planetarium, huh? Yeah, Karu would like this place. It'd be educational, too. I wonder why kids get interested in stuff like stars and space. Man, it's all couples here. This ain't no place for an old guy like me to stroll in with another guy. Technology these days sure is impressive. Barely understood what they were saying, though. I better educate myself before I bring Karu here. Yeah, I was getting tired, so figured it was time to eat and rest up before servers open back up. Yeah, but aren't you still like 3 hours away from servers opening back up? I need to draw a card for you. And I need to put the cards from yesterday into the scrapbook. Scrapbook here. Let's see, Ellie. For the Ellie's raid, we are going to draw Angemon. If I can get to focus a little bit better. Want me to teach you? Shut up.
Yo,
There's something I want to ask you. What would a good father... What would you say a good father's like? I never had someone like that, so I gotta figure out how to be a normal parent for Kaoru. Never mind, ain't like me to talk about this crap. There are some families here, but looks like they're with younger kids. I hope Kaoru soon wants to come here.
see ya.
Train to the others, but no. I was actually kind of glad that that I didn't have to, that servers were going down, because it's like, and I did Final Fantasy XIV last night. It's like, good, I skipped the maintenance. But yeah, I thought it was like till what, 2 p.m. Pacific time, which should be, or 5 a.m. or 2 a.m. Pacific time, which should be 5 a.m. my time, unless they open up early.
Welcome back.
What do you want to do today? Let's go hang out. I won't be. I'll be fine. Probably open early. Well. Anything interesting being put in with this patch? The last thing on the promise list, being okay without you around. I think I want to give it another shot. I'm coming for you, Akihabara.
I'm going to go take a look around by myself. If I'm not back in half an hour, just stay here and wait for me to come back. Kinda nervous, but here I go.
Normal raids.
Like a tree and branch out.
24-man or 8-man raids? Even though I'm still a long ways from having those unlocked.
Sorry, I totally forgot to check the time. I was having fun.
8-man raids?
Guess that means I beat my mission, huh?
I've been busy
It
getting
was the same on
3
the
different
cover
characters
before,
up to
but everything looks
level
different
90
this
fishing.
time. It's not just here, though. My whole world
I've got one done.
every day brings new and different discoveries. The direction of Sojiro's cowlick.
You don't really care about the 24-man?
The various types of coffee beans. Things might be the exact same as they were yesterday, but from my perspective, it's all spinning.
I don't know, I've always enjoyed the 24-man raids more.
I've never really felt that sensation before now. I just hope I can keep changing little by little, like everyone else does. I know I can do it now. Oh, by the way, I got a text from Kana-chan saying she got a job at a convenience store. It sounds like she's just happy to be living life like a normal teenager. Plus, she got
8 is where you live, pretty much.
She's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
a high
you
school
also raid and have a raid group and all that. No, I don't think we do, Jacob. And hello, welcome.
Yep, she's my new rival. Hey, you said you'd give me a reward if I completed my promise list. Remember? man. You know,
Probably won't get 24-man raids until,
but it felt kind of weird. They were
what,
playing
6.1?
It was all stuff I could get if I worked really hard. And after all, I already have something I wouldn't have been able to get on my own. You don't think so? No, you're forgetting. You gave me something really important. You gave me my life back. It's thanks to you that I learned I'm fine just as I am. And that I learned to trust my mom again. I was as good as dead. But you resurrected me. I want to use my work with the Phantom Thieves to return you the favor. And when I remember all the friends I've made, it's like I'm tapping into some kind of unknown power.
I don't know. I've always more enjoyed the story of the 24-man raids than I have the 8-man raids. Although I don't care for the fact that they just, all the raids just keep becoming more and more of just a boss rush.
Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the hermit, granting thee infinite power.
Waving your guys' general direction. Chance to nullify a fatal attack to a current party member. Transfer her persona into a mythological trickster.
All right. All right.
So what do we get now from the alien spaceship here? Oh, it's one of those Allegan Orb things from, what is it? Coils of Bahamut 2?
All right.
Or did we face one in the... No, you faced one in the first coil. Because the first coil had two bosses, one at the beginning and another at the end.
So it's my turn to risk my life for
And the
you.
first one was one of those orb things.
Whatever I can to help. I'm serious, okay?
But yeah, it looks exactly like one of those Allegan Orbs. Looked at notes, and yeah, this is just normal raid patch, Savage in 2 weeks. And that's where Ellie will disappear to.
Leave it to me. And I never said I was gonna let my reward go unclaimed. So, let me see. How about a month's supply of instant yakisoba? Pretty good deal, huh? I don't want to order it off the net though. Let's go look for it in the real world. Now I know how much fun walking around can be.
Hey, Xulfer, how are you?
Thanks.
Gotta prepare the get good juice. Well, everyone else has been doing such, and I figured I would put that in. I changed that up like weeks ago. That reminds me, the home shopping program is airing today. You want to check out the TV? Let's see, when did I do that? Well, you verified now you're here. Hey, welcome. Sure, why not? I got more money than I know what to do with. Don't like sites knowing your number. Been here for a long while. I mean, I'm still trying to kind of refine the security and such, and try to make things better. I don't know. I just kind of gotten a little tired of the bots and such. So it's like, what can I do? What are other streamers doing? I don't know how I said I was going to give you a hard time. Well, I got a job for you. You get why you did it. I get why you did it. Just can't complain, really. Hey, even if it's just giving you a hard time, thanks for coming in and saying something. It's just like, shit, well, Twitch is going to have my number now. Fire on over. The worst part is I have two-step authentication set up to where it's supposed to text me. And when I had to do that on someone else's channel, it forced me to give them my number again. Thing's an antique. I'm not going to sell it to anyone less than a real gun expert. Oh, and about Suda. I heard he got excommunicated from the clan. Apparently his boss found out what happened. Serves him right, huh? Are you sure he's still alive?
Yeah.
Think so. Pretty big relief assuming it's true. I mean, sure, that bastard pissed me off, but I never once wished he'd up and die on me. This whole thing's been real crazy, though. I mean, Suda used to be the role model for upholding the code. I guess this is what he meant when he said times are changing. Hello, oh, it's you. If you want to talk about Suda. Wait, what? The hell are you doing? You motherfucker. Hey, hold on. Damn it. That bastard Moss has abducted Karu. Who's Masa? From the Hashiba clan. That guy you eavesdropped on at the diner, remember? God, that piece of shit. He knew about Suda's failure the whole time. I bet he was just waiting for a chance like this. We should hurry. Right, they're over at Seaside Park. I'll grab the keys and lock up. Come on, let's go.
Hey.
Let Karu go. Take it easy, Mune-san. All I did was give him a friendly ride home from cram school. I don't think that's friendly when you have a knife to him. Ain't that right, Karu? Dad, I'm sorry, he said he had some stuff to tell me about you. Then he... Karu? Man, ain't he just a great kid? What's your goal here, Masa? And what are you, Mune-san's little errand boy? Wait, I remember you. You're that weirdo from the diner. I said let Karu go. Fuck off, I heard you the first time. So what, you're gonna make me do? What are you gonna make me do? Great question, you know. Those modded guns you were gonna give Suda, it'd be real nice to get my hands on them. There's a lieutenant spot open now that Suda's gone, but I still need to prove my worth before I can get it. And you're gonna help me do just that. Sorry, Masa, but you got some real shitty timing. We just broke them all down. There's nothing left. Think that's gonna dissuade me? You know, I know everything about Karu-kun's situation. What? My situation? Remember what I told you in the car, Karu-kun? What about your dad? About what he thinks of you? Right, I'm just a burden, aren't I? That's it, isn't it? Tell me, Dad, I can handle the truth. That ain't true. I'm trying to protect you, Karu. Hey, this family bullshit is real touching and all, but we're supposed to be negotiating here, remember? Why don't we start with a delivery date? The sooner the better in my book.
Shit.
You bastard. Oh, don't give me that shit. None of this would be happening if you didn't go and take that brat in. I knew it. Everything really is my fault. Karu. Hey, what are you two chatting about over there?
Yo.
Karu, listen. There's something I've been keeping from you for a while now, and you're probably not going to like it. Truth is, your real parents didn't die in a car crash. You were abandoned by your mother when you were still a baby. That's why I took you in. Believe it or not, I was actually part of the Yakuza back then. What? Oh man, I can't believe you really freaking told him, Mune. He's not lying, Kaoru. Well, I heard your mom tried to sell you to us just so she could get her hands on some easy drug money. Sell me? Yep, and when Mune here wasn't buying, she just dumped you and ran. Now so you ended up with a Yakuza dad. Pretty crazy, huh? Oh, that's relief. I've been trying to hold that in all day long. Can't wait to see the look on your face when you found out. Man, this is hilarious. Boo freaking who. How sad. Ha 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 ha. Enough. All that might be true, but it's in the past now. I'm not a child anymore, and I never let a stupid secret like that get to me. Huh? So what if my mom dumped me, or if my dad was part of the Yakuza? We might not be related by blood, but we're connected by the gecko. Like the Geico gecko? So you know what? I don't care what you have to say about us. I'm me, and Munehasa Iwa is my dad. Attaboy, Kaoru. Listen, Masa, let's put an end to this right here, right now. We can start fresh. You seriously don't get it, do you? Kaoru-kuns? No, Masa, you're the one who doesn't get it. You've already fucked up this time. Suda? Suda, I mean, sir? Don't give me that. I know you ratted me out to the boss. You never have been good at keeping your mouth shut. No, it wasn't me. Uh-huh. And what do you think you're doing waving that knife around, huh? I'm sorry? Your kid's got guts, Mune. Like father, like son, huh?
No.
Looks like it. So what now? Well, I'll start by making this idiot repay his debts. I haven't thought much about what comes after. All I really know is this is where we say goodbye, Mune. Take care, brother. Let's go. Are you okay, Kaoru? Yeah, I was a little afraid, but it's all better now. Honestly, I'm surprised you stayed calm through all that. Guess you're maturing quicker than I ever realized. Kaoru is really strong-willed. Sure is, I never would have been able to say all the shit he did. No, I've been busy making sure he doesn't end up like me, but I forgot to see who he's actually becoming. I can't believe I'm only just realizing this now.
Appreciate it.
It's all thanks to you, kid. I appreciate it. For real.
All right.
Got to rank 9. Hey, all that excitement. Why don't we go back to that diner? You seriously eat on a whole nother level. You might even end up taller than me someday.
Let's go.
Come on, let's head over there. Let's go. Three of us enjoyed a peaceful dinner together. Let's see, what have I missed in chat? If Twitch has... You were just like, shit, Twitch is going to have my number now. If Twitch has my number, I send Twitch memes. Can't remember, this your first run? Yes, this is my first run of Persona 5. This is my first run of a Persona game in general. I've never played one before. I give sites the least amount I can. Good practice, that is. Yeah, I see what you mean. Only in Japan could this happen. In the US, you'd need a gun, a knife against a gangster's son. Even X, it would not work out this way. I'm not suggesting violence by any means. I'm just like, you kidnap someone from the Yakuza, I'd be like, have you lost your goddamn mind? Yeah. Hey, shouldn't you tell the others about what Mishima told you? And I actually need to get back and play more Yakuza. I need to start our Yakuza 2 playthrough. Let's see. You said what the plan is for today? Let me know if we're meeting up. I'll be on the roof for a while tending to the garden. He runs an imitation gun store to boot. Well, no, they aren't all imitation. No, they're probably not. But he's going to be real discerning about who he sells the real ones to. I mean, one of the first times you see him, the cops are already paying him a visit, so...
Good day.
What do you want to do, Illusion? Let's hang out. Huh, a time like this, is this perhaps part of your grand infiltration strategy? It's a secret. Let's just get her through all this boilerplate stuff that comes up every single time.
Yes.
Haru is a good confidant. Not sure if you can max her on the first playthrough. I really couldn't say.
Hey.
Do you remember the magic item I mentioned before? The thing that will help me show Takakura-san how I really feel is right here. She has some good SP items. You see, the soil here is a special mix I made with a few different kinds of fertilizer. It's very high quality. It's soft, it's warm, it has good drainage, it's full of nutrients. This is the magic I need.
To be honest,
I'm not very good at expressing myself with words, just thinking about it makes my heart race. But I've been pouring my heart and soul into this soil for months now. It knows exactly how I feel. That's why I'm going to use it to grow my coffee plants. Then once they're ready, I'm going to make coffee with the beans. It shouldn't be much longer now. Honestly, just raising those plants has taken considerable effort. I've checked on them every day, given them water, put them in the sun, but all of that love and care has found its way into the beans themselves. Combining that with the nurturing warmth of this soil should give me the perfect way to convey how I feel. I wonder what Takakura-san will think when he tries it. Will help him understand you, maybe. I fully believe in that. Strange, only recently I was struggling to find belief in anything. By the way, I've thought about it some more, and I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to Takakura-san's idea. If that's what management decides to do, I won't get in their way. At the same time, I can't support them if their main goal is to deceive. What I mean is, people don't think of Kumura Foods very highly right now. So I'm afraid management is trying to use this new chain to sneak under the radar rather than rebuild our image. Of course, I understand how hard it is to get rid of a negative label. But if they want to fool people with a low-quality product instead of regaining their trust, I will proudly oppose them. And that's the way you should be. I'll be cheering for you. Thank you. You know, it's so reassuring having you here. It's because of you that I was able to cultivate this soil. And because of you that I have the courage to tell Takakura-san how I feel. Speaking of which, do you think you could be there when I do it? As long as you're with me, I won't be afraid to say what I'm thinking. Chance to withstand an otherwise fatal attack.
All right.
Now then, I need to take some of the soil home to my coffee plants. Could you carry a bag for me?
bye.
I think the next time I play Persona 5, I'll get the Royale Edition and play it through on that. You're in New Game Plus at the moment, about to face Kamoshida again. She has the SP party items, I think, via her confidant. You have Royale, but trying to plat this at the moment. Yeah, I've got a couple games I'm trying to plat at the moment. I just actually need to get back to putting in the work on one of them. And the other, I'm waiting actually for the PS5 version to come out before I actually try to platinum it. And then we've got my crazy let's try to plat Sekiro that I'm also doing. But I need to finish going through the Order 1886 and finding all the collectibles. So that way then I can get, I got 2 chapters left I've got to search through. And then I'll be done with that. And then Cyberpunk 2077, I'm waiting for the PS5 version to release before I go through and try to platinum that. I don't remember how you first found this channel. Do I have a card for you? Because that would at least tell me within the last 6 months if you followed. Well, maybe not in the last 6 months, but maybe the last few months. I can't remember exactly when I started drawing cards for follows. Might have been during my Bloodborne playthrough, though, too. You're there the one time I went and played Neo. No, you followed a long time ago. I know you followed a long time ago, I just can't remember exactly when.
Good evening.
Imasian knows no standard moves. There are no set principles for victory. You must always seek to make the best move possible. Please continue to do what you believe is right. I did what I could to prepare for the exhibition match, and so... Oh, do you have some time? I'm feeling a bit anxious. However, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. I'm going to win with these very hands.
Yes.
I will.
All right.
It's an online broadcast of the match. The announcers are commenting on the gameplay. Is this the end of the road for the phony princess? She's getting pushed back quite a bit. It's only a matter of time now. Biting her lips, she doesn't seem to be doing so well. Oh no, that was a masterful play. Perhaps her skills are of genuine article. But no, that's not good. The next move will surely result in checkmate. Fumi looks troubled as she's being pushed around the board. She hasn't made a move. I'm thinking Phony Princess Real Defeat is the headline for our next article. I concede. I was utterly destroyed out there. It was as if an ant had challenged an elephant. A shogi player should know her limits. That was the first time I ever forfeited a match. I was so ashamed of myself, I didn't want to hurt the pieces any longer. It was a good effort. Thank you. But I confess I'm confused. Naturally I'm disappointed that I lost, but I still feel happy as if a demon has been purged from me. The moment I realized that victory isn't possible, I felt such a strange peace. What's important is what I did do from this point on. I played so disgracefully in front of you. Perhaps you can just view it as an example of what not to do. And understand that there are times which require one to forfeit with valor and grace. I've been thinking a bit about this role. Let's make today your last lesson. Spending time with me has only brought you pain. So this is goodbye. Ah, shit. I selected the wrong thing. Hifu lets you change out people on any turn. She's huge. Well, we like the same games. Bloodborne, Persona. I absolutely love Bloodborne. I love the lore of it, the gameplay of it. I'm not crazy enough to try and do a no-hit run, because it just isn't going to happen. Man, if you hit rank 10, it will be huge. Did you do the Dungeon Keepers? Dungeon Keepers, Dungeon Keepers. Why am I drawing a blank on that? I need a little more info about what you're in reference to. The things you say sometimes. Perhaps I should take a lesson from that ambitious nature of yours. If that is what you wish, then prepare yourself. Your training will be quite intensive. The girls that run the dungeon. Oh, yes. I suppose this is friendly rivalry for both of us. It's irreplaceable shogi friends.
Let's go home.
Maximum lets you do Persona over your level. Yes, I have completed that. I've completed their stuff. I have. Great, makes palaces so much easier.
Hey,
Are we on Hafu's palace at the moment, or Sai? We are on Shido's. Masayashi Shido's.
Good day.
Well, Hafu doesn't have a palace, her dad does. I'm not sure who Hafu is, unless you're talking about Haru. But yeah, we already did Haru's dad. We finished Sai. Misspelling. Yeah, I was like, who the hell is Hafu? Do you mean Haru? It's okay, I misspell shit all the time. My finger types faster than my brain processes. Oh, so you're doing the final boss of original Persona 5. Yeah, I guess. I'm assuming that he's the final boss. Well, not final, but the last palace we know of. I mean, the only other person I could think of right now in the story that could have a palace or be a boss that we have to deal with other than Shido is Akechi.
Thank you.
Because we've not yet dealt with his bullshit. So, you'd like me to try this?
Yes.
Please, if only a taste. This wasn't made with particularly expensive beans, nor was it brewed by any sort of coffee expert. This flavor. Interesting. Anyway, what is it you want to discuss with me? Does it concern the company? My apologies for bothering you at such a busy time. It's not a problem. Truth is, after my father's passing, I couldn't bring myself to trust anyone at Okumura Foods. I see. That includes you, Takakura-san. That's quite cruel.
I'm sorry.
My apologies now then. What I wanted to discuss is... believe in yourself. Right, I'll be okay. Takakura-san, what do you think of that coffee? I grew the beans in my own garden and even handled the preparation. What? I honestly don't believe it's a particularly good cup of coffee, but I put my heart into making it. That's why I asked you here today, Takakura-san. I'm not suggesting you need to put this level of effort into the Okumura Foods coffee chain. And I'm not suggesting we should put a halt to the plan either. However, I won't let my company serve low-quality food to our customers. You know, this is very similar to the coffee your grandfather used to make.
Excuse me?
What? I used to be regular at his cafe. That's actually how I ended up joining the company to begin with. To be honest, I was strongly opposed to closing the cafe, but I didn't have the power to make that decision at the time. I was planning on naming the new chain after his shop to make up for that, though. I'm going to create a business that is loved by customers and employees alike, just as his cafe was. A place where people can come to drink in the subtle joys of life. Is that so? Haru-chan, I believe you have every right to distrust us. After all, things would have turned out differently if only someone had chosen to stand up to your father. Be that as it may, I can truly sense the passion you put into this coffee. Seems you really are like your grandfather.
No.
I'm sorry for being so rude. I must apologize as well for encouraging you to abandon your shares. I thought they would be a burden to you, but I was clearly wrong. Haru-chan, if you'd like, why don't you take part in our next company meeting? Me? Truth is, the rumors of my being pleased at your father's death were troubling to say the least. I understand that not everyone agrees with the vision I have for this company, but I spent great effort struggling against our board of directors to push Okumura Foods back on the right path. What I need is to communicate that thought as clearly as possible, just as you did with this coffee. Do you think you could assist me in accomplishing that? I want to rebuild this company from the ground up. Well,
Yes.
okay. I'd be glad to join you. Excellent. Your grandfather would be proud, as would your father. By the way, the coffee was superb.
You have
Thank you very much. Oh, and it seems I made yet another misunderstanding. I was under the impression that you were quite thrilled about the arrangement with Sugimura-kun. That is why I was so insistent on hurrying the marriage. I wanted you to have all the support you needed. But it appears as though you prefer the young man next to you instead. What? Wait, no. Be honest, Haru-chan. What are your thoughts on Sugimura-kun? I don't know. I think of Sugimura much as I think of Joffrey from Game of Thrones. But I have no interest in him. I have no interest in being his wife, either. I prefer to walk my own path. One in which the only person in control of my actions is me, not my father, and not Sugimura. I understand, you've grown so quickly. I didn't realize you became such a strong, kind, and mature woman. My apologies for not coming to see that sooner. But what about the contract made with my father? He said the reparations will be immense if I refuse the marriage. I haven't heard a thing about this contract. Have you seen the document?
Excuse me?
Well, no. Now that you mention it, no, I haven't. And neither your father nor our lawyers mentioned it to me. It seems he was lying. He may have had the help of particular people within the company. You see, those who don't agree with my vision brought him into the meetings with the hope that he would eventually take over. However, we don't need a politician in our midst, particularly considering the humble roots of our corporation. As for the marriage cancellation, I'll handle it. It may take some time, but it'll be done, I promise.
You have my
Thank you.
thanks.
Let's see. Have you kept up with mementos? Yes, I have been. I've been doing everything according to the guide you sent me there, Ellie. And that's not spoilers. Oh, you will. And mementos is going to be a thing. And that's not spoilers. They tell you in like the first hour that mementos will be a thing. Well, we have to see if he goes for a good ending or to fight. I mean, not keeping up with it forces you to pretty much drag through the whole motherfucker at once, which is a big rip. Well, I don't want to spoil endings, so don't want to say anything at this point. I'm pretty sure he'll go for good ending. I can't imagine him picking the bad choice. I always try and go for good. Most of the time, I try and go for good endings. There's a few things where it's like I know what the endings available options are, and for certain reasons, I will choose bad ending or good ending or somewhere in between. Anyway, I only started trusting people again because you were by my side helping me. So I want to return the favor. Please confide in me if you ever need help. I'll be there for you. Jacob's like, Ellie, teach me how to savage. Is there a chaotic ending?
All right.
Oh, that reminds me. Said something a little strange, didn't he? That I like you?
Yes.
World has something like that, but this not really. You're probably right. I mean, that's all we are, so. Sometimes chaos endings are the best endings, too. Anyway, I should go study. I have entrance exams coming up, so I don't really have time to be sitting around here. Like Bloodborne, my favorite ending of Bloodborne is where you let yourself be killed so you can wake up from the dream, and you get that nice sunrise coming up over Yharnam. That is, to me, the best ending.
You're back.
I mean, yeah, you can get the ending where you beat Garanum and the Moonchild, and you get the thing, but Savage is simple. Do the mechanics and DPS at the same time, or else you die. Or worse, kill everyone else too, and then they yell at you. I don't know. It would be interesting to have someone actually teach me to raid. I've not raided in anything for a long time.
I'll just add this.
Yep, I have plat in it as well. The only boss that I absolutely hate in Bloodborne is the corrupted and defiled amygdala. Gotta get good or get the whip. You've still got ways to go. I do Blades of Mercy runs and take out Yharnam. Oh yeah, Chalice Dungeons. Like, I got my plat. I am not going to go through and try and do the Chalice Dungeons again. Fuck that shit. Okay, it doesn't really look like there's any choices I can really have other than just basically just read a book. Fighting Rom in a small room, fuck that. I don't know, I found that to be easy. Rom is not a problem to me. Just the cursed and defiled amygdala. Fuck that guy. Regular amygdala, just fine. Don't have a problem with him. The cursed and defiled, nope. Just nope, nope, nope. Half health, double damage.
Make sure your clothes up.
Nice. Oh.
Like I said, regular amygdala, I do not have a problem with. It's just the cursed and defiled one, and that you have to fight before you can go fight the Queen of Yharnam. This might be the first time I actually care about an election. Isn't Shido cool?
How about you?
A charismatic politician can make even apathetic young people excited. Not only does Mr. Shido have a good judgment and decisiveness, he has important qualities as a leader. Like communication skills, don't you think his words are easy to understand and resonate with you? Everyone's getting tricked by his facade. They don't know it's all lies. We have to make him show his true colors. And then, for me, it's just every boss in Sekiro. Just fuck every boss in Sekiro.
Hey. Hey. Oh.
I'll just add this.
Witches? People had issues with witches? Well, I guess I can see it, because they kind of move around and disappear and move around a bit. Chalice version would make you mad. I don't know, for the most part, I didn't really feel like the bosses that they took from the main game and threw into the Chalice dungeons were really all that, except for the Curse of Defiled Amygdala, really weren't any more of a pain than what they normally were. Oh, on no hits, yeah. Okay, well, on no hits, yes, I can see where that would be a pain. Where they would be a pain. Like I said, me doing a no-hit run, that just would not happen.
Oh.
Let's see what this is all about. Before people think you're super good, you say you do attempts. Your personal best is 5? I'm gonna guess that's 5 bosses with no hits.
Hey, wait!
Nice.
Hey!
Oh, 5 hits total.
All right.
Yeah.
Usually restart if what's his name hits you, the priest. Oh, what is his name? I know who you're talking about. The guy who goes all werewolf on you.
Good evening.
A Magian knows no standard moves. There are no set principles for victory. You must always seek to make the best move possible. Please continue to do what you believe is right. It'd be nice to dine out once in a while, however, I can't help but wonder what we would eat. Her personal best is she's played Bloodborne. And you still haven't beaten Bloodborne, if I remember correctly. Gascoigne, yes, that's right. Gascoigne. I think you threw a Y in there and an extra A, it looks like. Tactical analysis with variety taken into consideration leaves me with a buffet. Oh, never mind. How about we play a match? You haven't, and that's probably not going to change. Well, if you still had the points, if you still hadn't changed your point things up, I would have put in a request for you to actually go through and try completing Bloodborne. It was one of the things I had in my head of having you do. Although, Ellie, you might be a little excited about this. I got some of my Christmas gifts already. I got Suikoden 3 and, what is it? I think the original Xenosaga? Yes, the original Xenosaga.
Let's go.
Just as I thought, you like restaurants that have a calm atmosphere. That aside, there are so many different types of food here. I'm so excited. Now, how shall we plan our attack? I only got Suikoden 3, the third one. And I only got episode 1 of Xenosaga. Neo 2 is something you need to do also, but you're not good at it. I've started Neo 1. I've not done much with it, but I've started it. But to protect my image, she told me that what I could eat. However, I feel like today's game will prove to be quite fun. Well then, shall we begin?
Thank you for today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know where they found found that Suikoden game, but I have it. I wouldn't mind finding the others if I could find them, but I've not really had much luck with finding them and having them be, well, affordable for me right now. She is so cute. You dated her, but because you dated everyone by accident. I romanced Makoto. Suikoden 3 is whatever, but only 1/3 of Xenosaga is poo. Yeah, and I specifically didn't watch your playthroughs of them just in case I ever did get a hold of the Xenosaga games and got a chance to play them. Which I hope to do at some point.
I should have known.
Makoto's the girl you wanted to romance just exclusively. Makoto's awesome.
Hey,
17 days left. We don't really have time to be relaxing, you know. Well... Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll hug you, and that put you into a second romance. 3 is expensive as fuck. Yeah, I'm sure it probably is.
good day.
Most RPGs are. Xenogears up until a few years ago was like $400. Yeah, and I don't mind getting expensive things like that from time to time if I weren't so broke at the moment. It's just like trying to get a hold of like the original season of Darker Than Black. That is not cheap. No, not by any means. It might be cheaper now, but at least when I finally did get a hold of a copy of them, they were not cheap. Now, the second season of Darker Than Black, not very expensive to get a hold of, but... but I really need to get through my game library, or at least more of it.
Such profoundly bold flavor.
I heard you've been getting into the roasting scene lately.
Yes, I often have the urge to drink.
Is why you hold on to your collection. I have never. I do the same. I do the same thing when it comes to
Heading home now. Close up shop.
games. Yes. Books, not necessarily. Specific books, yes, I'll keep hold
I
of.
was finally able to convey my feelings during the company meeting, not just about the new
Earthbound
change,
also used to cost a
but
ton.
about the future of the company, and even about Father. I think my presence angered some people at first, but in the end, they all listened to my thoughts. All that nervousness was exhausting. I've had diplomatic dealings with VIPs before.
And as a 37-year-old, you have a ton of your original games.
That aside,
Same here.
with management, I decided to let them handle Okumura Foods.
But then, since I started having a job and being able to buy my own games,
Their acceptance of the public services.
my collection
I
has
thought it was okay to trust them.
overwhelmed my capability to actually play through them.
As for my
NES,
vehicles,
SMS,
I
Genesis.
recently opened a small private cafe.
I never had an original Nintendo or Genesis.
To the salad, I want to set my own standards.
I have an
A
SNES.
shop that people love, like grandfather's, and like this place. What do you
But
think?
I actually, because my parents actually want to have some games and they wanted to play Mario Kart and such, I actually took that back and put that in their place and hooked that back up for them. But I've got PS2, PS1, N64, PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One X. SNES has a ton of games that are hard to get. Yes, it does. And the only one that I'm absolutely proud to have a physical copy of is Secret of Mana.
It's a pretty boring dream, huh? But when you say that, I feel like it will actually happen. Truth be told, I don't plan on opening the shop immediately after I
Most
graduate.
NES,
I'll need to
SMS
study
games
and
are
improve my knowledge
terrible, but you
beforehand.
can have a
After
rough
all,
time getting it.
right now it's only a hobby. Perhaps I should have
You had
practiced
Secret of
more
Mana on
in the
Genesis?
meantime. The coffee I had after spending the night crying. Its warmth permeated through my body. I hope to open a store where
I tried to get a
Either way,
physical copy when they redid,
will be no easy feat.
they remastered it and put it out on PS4.
My childhood dream of
Unfortunately, I did not get to order one at GameStop soon enough, and so didn't actually get the physical copy. But thankfully, a friend knew how much I loved Secret of Mana, and he gifted me a physical copy of it.
But now, it's much more. There may be times where people resent me for it.
You got it from Blockbuster when that was a thing.
I'll be okay. You know, I'd like to return the favor. If you ever find yourself in trouble, I'll be there for you. Feel free to rely on me from now on. I have the strength to help you. I can sense it. I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood vow. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the Empress, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right.
Looks like something from Mardi Gras.
This is my new power.
Does anyone remember when Blockbuster was a huge deal? Yes, I do. We never got a membership for Blockbuster until our local Kroger's got rid of their movie rental section.
First customer.
We never rented systems. I occasionally got to rent a game, but as game rentals were so more expensive, it wasn't something I did very often.
I can't wait.
We mainly just went there for movies.
We've been
Because,
speaking for quite a while.
well,
I should be going now.
I lived out in the country, so the only thing we really had for TV was rabbit ears. And we didn't go to the movie theater very often, so that was basically how we watched movies.
You're back.
I mean, I kind of miss Blockbuster no longer being a thing, but I get it. I mean, between Redbox and Netflix and all the streaming services, they basically just got put out of business.
Thanks again for last time. I learned a lot about myself. So, I just wanted to show my appreciation.
Intruding in on another private family moment.
You're still droning on about that? I mean, it was quite a shock. But that's what made you take me.
But you remember walking through there and looking behind the tapes, DVDs?
Whoa there, kiddo.
If you had just told me all of this sooner, you wouldn't have been threatened.
Who your parents are and where you come from.
I mainly just looked through the tapes and DVDs and the games, and I never really looked around much more than that.
My father isn't a loser, though. He's a brilliant business owner.
Really never felt much need to do so.
Shut up. I know that. So in the end, I was just fighting my own demons. Stuck in my crappy childhood and all the problems I had growing up. My view of Kaoru was all distorted. Because of my rotten childhood memories.
I forgive you.
Wow, you really matured, huh?
Why did you help my father out? He told me you gathered info about Sudasan for him. You willingly got involved in a Yakuza dispute. Would someone normally take that big of a risk? I don't understand if you were a member of the Phantom Thieves.
But everything was behind the pictures, yeah?
Like a gentleman thief.
At least at the one here? No.
Opinions, but
At least the one I was at, they basically,
I mean, the sexual harassment
they had
involving that teacher?
like the original DVD or tape cover
Gotta go, Kaoru.
in front of each item, and then the ones that you'd actually take up to the counter behind that.
Please excuse me.
Kids grow up quick. They can be a pain in the ass, but they're worth it. Alright, let's close up shop. Go pull down the shutter.
But honestly, we spent more time visiting the library than we did Blockbuster. Not to get movies, just because
People they've been talking about.
I used to read an absolute shit ton.
You're the only one who was saved by his change of heart. Wonder who else knows.
I think the last one you went to saw Jason Goes to Hell and had to see if they had a copy behind it. I've seen bits and pieces of different Jason movies. I've never actually sat down and watched an entire Jason. Actually, the big three, Jason, Freddy, and Michael Myers, I've never actually sat down and watched an entire movie of any of their series. I've seen bits and pieces. I've walked by TVs that had one of their movies on, but I've never actually sat down and watched one of them.
If you say so. Well, don't worry. It ain't really none of my concern. Man, you really had me fooled. That whole thing about being an enthusiast was all just BS. I hired you as a mere pawn, and now you're Kaoru's bro. The Phantom Thieves are using my guns
Well,
to
do
take
not
bad
watch
guys
Jason
on me.
Goes to Hell.
They help people in need, huh? Interesting. All right. I'm gonna put all my effort into that special menu we talked about.
Freddy vs. Jason is fun.
Nothing, so I'll do my best for you, because that's the kind of support I can provide.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the
But
yoke.
only if you are familiar. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with their series. Like I said, I've seen bits and pieces. I may have saw as much as like 30 minutes here or 30 minutes there, or 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there.
All right. All right.
But what the hell are you gonna do with a model gun? You need a real gun in a shootout. The knives are just replicas. They're even less useful than a butter knife, you know? You're such a weirdo. We were in the middle of closing shop, weren't we?
Okay, then you would find it stupid. I mean, like I said, growing up, I spent most of my time in a library. Mainly because we'd make it like a weekly visit to the library, maybe bi-weekly visit to the library. And I would grab 5 or 6 books, usually ranging somewhere between 200 and 800 pages. We'd go back in a week or two, and I'd return those books all read, completed, done, and pick up another stack, find another stack of books. Wheel of Time, Tech Wars, Deathlands, Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings. I was kind of all over the place when it came to books. Yes, I've read a lot of the Dune books. I've not read all of them.
All right.
It can be a bit slow. I will be absolutely honest. It can be a bit slow. A lot of Frank and his son's books can be slow, but they are all absolutely worth it. It's just a lot of people don't see like the various metaphors and all the allegory that's in them.
I'll just add this.
Hey,
I would say that he's more or less, if you're willing to compare writing styles, he's very similar to Tolkien, except for the fact that his background is space rather than a fantasy world. Although I was slightly disappointed with the most recent iteration of a movie adaptation of Dune, because it never once said one most important line in the entire damn series. And I waited the entire goddamn movie to hear that one goddamn line. When I didn't hear it within like the first 5 minutes, it's just like, what? What's going on here? This is supposed to be a very common thing that people say, especially when you're dealing with the nobility of Dune and the Empire. They're supposed to be saying this constantly.
Oh.
And oh. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I tried that. I sucked at it. Then again, I just suck at baseball in general.
Wanna head back?
But there are a lot of amazing authors that just don't get enough credit.
Make sure your clothes up.
Oh.
Although,
All right.
and then as for Wheel of Time, I've got some issues with some of the ways they've changed the source material and the show that they're doing, but it's also not too bad overall. If I separate what I remember and expect from the books and just take the show as it is, it's actually pretty good.
Hey.
Oh.
do you think?
Just in time.
Yes! Hey!
But if you're into fantasy novels, read the Tales of the Malice Undead series if you haven't already.
Alright.
Yeah!
Book 5 can be a real slog. And the main series, because it's two authors, and basically started the series out as basically it was originally supposed to be a D&D campaign that all their friends were going to play, but their friends got busy and couldn't make it to the game nights, and so they just went, okay, we'll just write out some books. And it turned into 10 books in the main series, and there's probably about another 15 or so books that are in the same universe, but aren't in the main series.
Hey!
I look forward to it. Thank you for today.
Yeah, I screwed up that one answer, and I'm going to have to do another. You have decided? What have you decided, Ellie? Fuck sitting in the patch opening rush queue. I'm just going to sleep and still get them done before work. Good night. Have a good night, Ellie. See you tomorrow. Let's see. What can I do? Let's try the batting cages again.
Oh! Okay. Yes! And...
All right.
Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
Okay, it was worth the shot. Trying to see if...
Make sure your clothes up.
Wow! Oh!
All right.
Oh yeah, Stream Raider's fight is ready, apparently. After school.
Oh!
I am not opposed to doing such things.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's go to...
Good evening. Thank you. I quit the Ladies Professional Shogi Players Association. I need to start over as an amateur. That's my intention. There were a lot of people who covered for me by saying that I was just being used by adults, but I'm the one who was most at fault. I was overconfident. If only I had taken a look at myself and properly assessed my shogi skills, I believed that with my skills, I could overcome being treated like an idol. There's nothing I can say about my mother. You didn't abandon me, even after you learned about the fixed matches. Now I know how encouraging it feels to have someone believe in you. At first, this was just a deal. You help me develop new moves, and I give you shogi lessons. But before I knew it, you became someone I couldn't do without. I'm not going to pay attention to all the criticism anymore. This time, I'll earn everyone's praise with my own skills. The reason I'm able to think this way is because you stuck by my side. I'm really grateful. I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the star, granting thee infinite power.
Togo says, allows you to swap current party with backup members during anyone's turn.
All right. All right.
Well then, on to our final lesson. I truly hope that you know that the Phantom Thieves find my lessons useful. Yes, I spoke to you about my mother, and then my mother changed. I knew that couldn't be a coincidence. If there's anything I can do to help, please know that you can rely on me. I will support you in whatever you want to accomplish. Now let's play a match. I have a lot of new moves I'd like to test out. I hope you're okay to stay here a while longer. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
A lot of these days, looking at this guy, just say, play video games. I guess I'm going to be doing that a lot here. So you think Shido's going to become the Prime Minister at this rate? Takechi-kun and Shido-san, it feels like some heroes have been born this year. That's right, the turning point of an era is when a hero is born. They address everyone's fears and worries and skillfully carry out a revolution. Representative Shido is like that, don't you think? A hero, Don't make me laugh. This is getting really bad. We need to make everyone realize it. Okay. Well, let's call it a night ourselves here and take a look and see who's out there to raid, because it's that time. A little bit past that time. Let's see. Want to see a happy fox? Okay, give me a moment here. That's this one here. There you go, there's a happy fox. Look at that happy little face. Ain't he so cute? Yes. See it again here. Yeah. So happy. Thank you for redeeming that, Kabito Jack. How are you? Let's raid Beauregard. So we move over. Go ahead and copy and paste this match, or this message into chat. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow night, either with more of this, maybe some Final Fantasy 14, maybe something else. I don't know. It kind of depends upon how some things play out, but we'll see. Till then, I would like to thank you all, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and let's show some Beauregard some love here. They're playing some RimWorld at the moment, a game I've never played or even looked at. I know it exists.